Putting the first sits on a wild Mustang.
Hi everybody, this is Angelica Bloomfield at MCR Mustang Rescue. We're here with BLAZEY. Today we're going to work on preparing him for a rider and sitting on his back. I'm not sure how far we're going to get today, but I can kind of show you guys the process of how we're going to work our way up there. So the first thing that I like to do is make sure that the horse is okay with me patting down along their body. We want to make sure he's used to that feeling of that concussion, so whether that's saddle hitting his back, us hitting his back, jumping up on him, I gotta make sure that he's okay with being pounded on a little bit there. Good boy. Second, I'm just gonna start jumping around him. I can jump and pat, just stupid human things. I wanna make sure he's good with that. You always wanna do both sides. So, same thing. Oh, scary. That's exactly why we do it. Scary, oh my God. There. That way he knows, just because I'm jumping around and making big noises and movements, I'm not here to hurt him or anything. Good boy.
So once I get to a point where he's really comfortable with me jumping around, I'll slowly start to just jump over his back and spend a little more time hanging out there on top of him. And I'll start just building that duration of staying on him and getting off and getting on. And then to prepare him for me swinging my leg over on top of him, I just do this goofy thing right here where I start kicking my legs up. I'm touching his chest, touching his back, doing like a fake little swing up there, and I'm making sure that foot's hitting his back and that he's going to be okay with it as I'm being goofy, jumping around, and that when I'm going to swing that leg over to get up on his back, I need to make sure he's going to be okay with that and is not afraid of that hitting his butt. So now I'm going to start kind of putting the movement together. I'm going to get up there on him, and first I'm just going to wiggle my legs around. Of course, we're always going to do both sides. I want to make sure that I can mount the horse safely from both sides and that they're not going to be spooked when I swing the leg over on the opposite side and switch eyes there. So now that he's more used to that, I'm going to start going up to the next movement, which would be raising that foot over on top of his back. So we've kicked side to side, we've wiggled a bunch while on top of him. So I'll start just reaching that leg back while I'm on top of him. We're breaking this down into really teeny tiny steps. That way, every step of the process he's okay with, and we're not going to spook him by just jumping up there. We really want him to understand that every little movement means something. So now you'll see here, it's kind of hard to tell, but my foot is staying all the way up on top of his butt. You can kind of see it there. So see, I'm kind of planking with one leg. I have the other leg still hanging. That way it's easy for me to jump off if he decides to kind of spook a little bit. And I'm just going to slowly start wiggling my way up there. All right, we're back to the left side. So I'm going to get that leg up there. Give him a cookie because he's being real good and calm. And I'm going to start rubbing my other leg all the way up his butt. That's why he can feel it going up there. And I'm not going to surprise him or anything. And I just kind of hang out. I'm just going to pet him down his sides. Rub that leg down again so he gets used to that movement and me touching him. And he did really good today. That was about as far as we got with him today. He was just kind of telling us that he was annoyed and a little done. So just did my final little wiggles. And we called it a day. That was a lot of really good progress. I'm really happy with him today. Alright, so that's kind of the approach that we take on getting the first sits on these wild Mustangs. I hope you enjoyed this video. That's about as far as we got with BLAZEY today. We don't want to annoy the heck out of him too much, so tomorrow we'll make even more progress. Thanks for watching, everybody.